You're waiting for the right moment, the moment when you'll finally be ready, when you'll have enough time, enough clarity, enough courage, when the conditions align perfectly and you can finally begin living the life you've been planning in your head. But here's what no one tells you. That moment you're waiting for, it already passed. It passed this morning. It's passing right now. It will pass again in the next breath. Not because you missed it, but because you're standing at yesterday's door, knocking, while today's door stands wide open behind you, silent and ignored. Feel that. Swami Chinmayananda, one of the great teachers of Vedanta, who devoted his life to making ancient wisdom accessible to the modern seeker, said something that should shake us awake. The future is sculpted in the present moment. Tomorrow, we will be what we are now, plus the addition of what and how we face today's challenges. Tomorrow, you will be what you are now, plus what you do with today. Not what you did yesterday, not what you plan for next week. What you are now, in this moment, is the clay from which your entire future is being shaped. Today, we invite ourselves to settle into this recognition, to stop racing toward a tomorrow that never arrives, and to witness the creative power that lives only here, only now. This contemplation offers a quiet space to understand how procrastination isn't just delay. It's a refusal to meet life where it actually exists. Most of us live like ghosts. We haunt the corridors of our past, replaying conversations, nursing old wounds, clinging to victories that have long turned to dust. Or we project ourselves into a future that exists only in imagination, rehearsing speeches for events that may never happen, building castles and kingdoms that don't exist yet. And in doing this, we miss the only moment where life actually occurs. The Swami said, "The past is dead. The future is not yet born." Think about that. Really think about it. The past is not here. It cannot be touched, changed, or lived. It's a memory, a story you tell yourself. The future is not here either. It's a fantasy, a projection, a hope, or a fear. The only thing that is real, the only place where your hands can actually touch existence, is now. Right here, this breath, this heartbeat, this moment of awareness listening to these words. Everything else is a ghost, and we spend our lives chasing ghosts while life waits patiently at the door we refuse to answer. Chinmayananda spoke of opportunities as visitors that knock at our door constantly. Almost all the time, he said, life is extending an invitation to us. But when opportunity knocks, we're either out searching for it somewhere else, or we're asleep, numb, scrolling through distractions, lost in the trance of yesterday and tomorrow. Can you see it? You open your phone to check something quickly, and 40 minutes vanish into the scroll. You rewrite that email 17 times instead of just sending it. You stay in the conversation that ended months ago, replaying what you should have said, while the person sitting across from you right now receives only half your attention. The job you didn't apply for because you weren't ready yet. The creative project gathering dust because you're waiting to feel inspired. The apology you've been rehearsing for weeks but never speaking. The relationship growing cold because you keep planning to be present. Someday, opportunity knocked. You were elsewhere. This isn't about regret. Regret is just another way of living in the past. This is about waking up to a simple, liberating truth. The only moment you have to answer the door is now. Let's try something together. Close your eyes for a moment, if you can. If you're somewhere you can't, just soften your gaze. Breathe in slowly. Now, let go of yesterday, not by forgetting, but by simply acknowledging. That's done. It cannot be relived. Let it rest. Breathe out. Now, let go of tomorrow, not by being irresponsible, but by recognizing it doesn't exist yet. It's not here to be grasped. Breathe in again. What's left? Just this. Just you. Just now. This is where your power lives, not scattered across time, but gathered here, whole and complete. Feel it. This aliveness. This presence. This is what Chinmayananda called the highest concentration of intelligence, a mind that has forgotten past and future and is simply awake to what is. Open your eyes. That state you just touched, that's not meditation reserved for special moments. That's the natural intelligence that emerges when you stop dividing yourself across time. But here's what confuses people. They think being present means being careless, that living fully now means ignoring consequences, acting impulsively, abandoning responsibility. That's not presence. That's reactivity. Real presence is the opposite of tension. It's not about forcing yourself to focus or white-knuckling your attention into the moment. It's a relaxation into what's here. It's meeting life directly instead of through the filter of memory and anticipation. When you're truly present, you're not irresponsible. You're responsible. You can actually respond to what's happening instead of reacting from old patterns or imagined futures. The person driving while mentally rehearsing tomorrow's meeting isn't planning. They're absent. They're dangerous. The person who stops, takes a breath, and then prepares for the meeting with full attention. That's presence informing the future. One is wisdom. The other is slow death. The Swami put it plainly, delays are always dangerous, useless, sterile. Sterile. That word cuts deep. To delay living is to choose sterility. Nothing grows there. Nothing is born. You're waiting for the harvest while refusing to plant seeds today. Think about your life right now. What are you postponing? What door are you ignoring because you're waiting for a better moment, a better version of yourself, better circumstances? Starting that practice, having that difficult conversation, creating that thing your heart whispers about, forgiving someone, forgiving yourself, changing direction, doubling down, letting go, holding on, whatever it is, it's knocking now, not yesterday, not next month, now. And here's what makes this urgent. Without being anxious, you're not behind. You haven't failed. You're simply being invited to wake up to where your actual power resides. The person scrolling through their phone to avoid discomfort, that's happening now and can be changed now. The pattern of self-criticism, it's occurring now and can be witnessed and released now. The small act of kindness you've been thinking about, it can only happen now. Tomorrow isn't a place where you'll suddenly have more courage, more time, more clarity. Tomorrow will be today again, and you'll either meet it awake or asleep. Chinmayananda said that opportunities come to everyone. They come almost constantly, but the diligent seize them while fools let them pass. That's not judgment. That's just observation. The diligent are those who remain alert, not tense, not anxious, but present. They recognize that this moment, ordinary, imperfect, exactly as it is, contains the seed of everything they've been searching for. The fools are those of us who keep believing that life will begin when conditions improve, when we feel ready, when we're healed, when we're successful, when we're confident. But here's the secret: you become ready by acting now. You heal by being present with what's here. You build confidence by doing the thing before you feel confident. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Life is the process of becoming ready, and it happens only in the present. Let's get practical, because wisdom that doesn't touch your daily life is just philosophy. Today, you'll have moments of choice. The notification that pings while you're talking to someone you love. You can check it, or you can stay here. The resistance that rises when you sit down to work. You can numb it with distraction, or you can meet it and work anyway. The exhaustion that makes you want to scroll instead of sleep. You can borrow from tomorrow, or you can rest now. These moments seem small. They seem like they don't matter. But this is the Swami's teaching. Tomorrow, we will be what we are now, plus what we do today. Each small choice is a brushstroke. Each moment of presence or absence is sculpting tomorrow's reality. The person who keeps choosing distraction today will not wake up focused tomorrow. The person who keeps avoiding difficult conversations today will not suddenly become brave next month. The person who keeps waiting to start living will find that life happened while they were planning to begin. This isn't harsh. It's liberating, because it means you don't need to wait. You don't need to be fixed, complete, or perfect. You just need to be here, awake, meeting this moment as it is. What if today, just today, you treated this moment as if it were the only one that exists? Because it is. What would change? How would you speak to the people in front of you? How would you approach your work? What small courage would you find? What would you let go of? What would you finally begin? The future you dream about isn't built in the future. It's built now, in this moment, with this choice, this action, this quality of attention. The harvest you want tomorrow depends on what you plant today, not what you plan to plant yesterday, not what you'll plant next week. What you plant today, in this soil, with these hands, in this weather, this is it. So, here's my question for you. What opportunity is knocking at your door right now, while you're waiting for the perfect moment tomorrow? Pause here. Really pause. Don't rush past this. The question isn't rhetorical. It's an actual door. And you know exactly what it is, don't you? That thing you've been putting off. That conversation. That beginning. That ending. It's knocking. Will you answer? You don't need to figure everything out. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to meet this moment, exactly as it is, exactly as you are, and respond from presence rather than postponement. That's the practice. That's the teaching. That's the revolution. Because every great life, every creative breakthrough, every act of courage, every moment of genuine connection, all of it happened in someone's present moment, not in their carefully planned future, not in their regretted past. Here, now, with imperfect conditions and uncertain outcomes, they answered the door. And here's what I want you to understand. Being awake to now doesn't mean you stop planning or learning from the past. It means you stop living there. You use memory as information, not as a prison. You prepare for the future, with actions taken now, not fantasies rehearsed endlessly. The door isn't metaphorical. It's this breath, this choice, this moment where you either show up or check out. The door is always now, and it's always open. If this stirred something in you, consider staying here with us. We explore these depths regularly, where ancient wisdom meets the texture of your daily life, where the timeless becomes immediate and unavoidable. But for now, just this: be here, be awake, answer the door.